Last time I used household materials to make life-saving repairs to a Lotus rear bumper, and now for the finale I'm going to get out of an ultra sticky situation by chopping up the front spoiler. It doesn't fit, see, and that's something I never noticed about the car. Otherwise, I never would have bought it. There's plenty of stretch in the spoiler, so I thought I could stretch it and get it to fit nicely, but no matter how I cut it, it's not wide enough to fit the car. So I'll have to cut it. And I'll have to cut more than just the spoiler because the front under tray locks into it to form one big scoop and funnels air to the rad. The raised reinforced section right in the middle of the spoiler suggests that maybe the panel was formed in two pieces and stuck together later, but rather than dealing with that thicker section, I'm going to do all of my cutting to one side. The Esprit is a shorty. I mean, its roofline is only 111 centimeters from the ground and it still manages to have pretty standard ground clearance, 14 or 15 centimeters. Despite that, this spoiler has had a hard life and has had a handful of repairs in its 47 years, the biggest of which seems strong, but the fiberglass mat that was used wasn't wetted out enough, and seeing as this corner of the car is the one that was replaced after the crash, it's where I'm going to do all the work. Fiberglass repair is lovely work. I mean, once you protect yourself from the fumes and the itch, it's clean and quiet. And that's rare enough in car restoration. It forces flow too, because once you've mixed resin, you're on the clock. And once you've made a repair, you have to allow it time to cure. And I'm not one to twiddle my thumbs, so that's why I'm jumping around between panels and jobs. Prep and repair one hole, and while that's drying, prep and repair the next, and back and forth. This under tray is really beat up, and some of the damage is strange, as though it was partially cut, partially ripped in places, and some of the damage is from sharp edges on the radiator frame wearing into the fiberglass over time. I could go all out and repair it and then do many rounds of finishing work to make this panel look like new, but that's just a waste of time and asking for extra weight. It just needs to be whole again, strong and functional. Under tray, you complete me. Well, to be honest, there's still a lot of sanding to do just to refine the shapes, but the only thing I haven't repaired on it yet is where the radiator was digging into it. I'm using acetate not to leave a smooth finish for sanding's sake, although it will help that way too, but to make it easier to squeeze the chop strand impregnated resin into all of the nooks and crannies. I won't finish this panel in this round of work because I just want to bolt it and the rear valance to the body so that I can start to see the car coming back to its full glory. You don't know it yet, but all this time without its skirts has made it easy to forget how even a very cool looking bare shell actually looks even cooler. I like that track. Chilled vibes while things come together. So what do you think? It looks so different for just those few little additions. Kinda gruff and muscly. Speaking of which, it felt a lot heavier flipping it over this time, but then I've lost a little mass myself lately. I'm not finished fettling all of the repairs. I haven't even started fettling the under tray, to be fair. There's a morning's work in that, but I'm keen now for sanding the rest of the body and getting nervous about getting primer onto it and finding out just how badly I've finished the bodywork. Thank you for supporting my work by clicking the thumbnail. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and if you want more answers, drop me a comment or sign up for the behind the scenes videos where I give much more detail on each round of work. Big thanks to everyone who signed up last time. You made it feel like the old days. Brett Bannister, Ian Robb, Thomas Bond, Menno Klein, Johannes Shackle, Dean Powell, Paul Allman, Jetta Kylanen, John Demeter, Gordon Addison, Peter Steinen, Colin Young, Rodney Delaney, Jason Hudkins, Justin Ruthven, Peter Carrington, Stephen Lipp, Johannes Mulder, Trolls, Bjorn Holtschou, Duncan Sandy, and special guest Tommy Leaney. Stay tuned for the ever-rising Esprit, and until the next time, stay stuck in, and good luck.